Hello everybody, welcome back. Oh, Good Omens, how you absolutely break my heart sometimes, but I love it so much. If you've ever read the Good Omens book and watched the TV show, you'll know exactly the absolute vice-like grip this show has on my heart sometimes. I love this show so much, and it's not just the show or the book, it's the actors and how absolutely incredible they are. So we're going to start off in just making the characters. So what we're starting off with is our beloved Crowley, and I don't know if anyone's ever tried to make David Tennant's face. He has a unique face. He's quite handsome, but he's so stick thin. He's proper skinny, and Crowley as a character is very distinctive. His glasses make up a lot of his face, but it's still David Tennant. You can really easily recognize him. It's the hair, it's the angle of the cheekbones, it's the jawline, it's the nose. So I was really determined to get Crowley correct. Thankfully, we had the perfect eyes to start off with. And what I didn't really know was both of these characters have very dramatic widow's peaks, especially David Tennant. So he's got this very pointed forehead thing going on that sort of breaks down into his nose, and then he's just very angular. He's such an angular person. So I spent a heck of a long time trying to get Crowley correct, and I think I stopped at one point and said, okay, just go do the body and the clothes and then come back to it. That's what I always do when I'm a little bit stuck with faces and I'm determined to get it correct. So I made him proper skinny, like he is a bean pole. There's still some little bit of bulk, but my god, he is thin. And then I went in and I made sure that his pants were super tight and dark, and that he's got the correct boots. Those were super easy, and thank goodness that we got the correct glasses from the Life and Death pack. It was just the shirt that I honestly had the most trouble with. He's got this lovely scarf accessory that he wears, and I think it's sort of like a vest, t-shirt, tight-fitting jacket combination that he's got going on, and nothing in The Sims sort of really came close to that in the color tones that I liked. So at the moment he's just got a t-shirt going on with a very dark blazer that's sort of form-fitting, and I did give him a necklace as the stand-in for the scarf. Unfortunately, we do not have scarves except for the bandana from the Horse Ranch pack, but we're not using that, that's too much. And then his outfit's just basically the same across the board. There's not much variation. I did give him some jammies and some swimwear, but otherwise he's pretty basic. And now we move on to our lovely Aziraphale. Fun fact, I did not know this going in, but when I tried to save Aziraphale and Crowley to the gallery, it would not let me save because apparently Aziraphale is a forbidden name within The Sims 4. I don't know, maybe it's biblical or something like that. I would have thought Crowley was the forbidden name, being the name of a demon, but okay, sure, yeah, go after Aziraphale like that. So I also had a lot of trouble with his face, a lot. It doesn't actually come together until the very end. I fiddled and I fiddled and I fiddled, and I went and did the clothes, I went and did the hair. But Michael Sheen, I love you so much, my darling, but you have a unique face as well. Oh my god, these two just drive me up the wall because their faces are so unique, and I wasn't about to just let it be, good enough. It had to be pretty much almost there. So I was going in, and he's got such I felt bad about it, but he's got such deep lines in his face. He's got very prominent under eye bags. The lines between his nose and the corner of his mouth is very prominent as well. He's got not much of a chin. He's got a very wide forehead, and his hairline is also weird. So it's I was struggling, but in a respectful way, because I do love Michael Sheen. I think he's an absolute sweetheart. And so I gave him lovely rosy cheeks. I did think about going in and giving him the slightest shade of lipstick, just the slightest, not so much being lipstick, but just the slightest variation on the color of his lips. I do go back and I change it later. And I actually do go back and I change his hair, because his hair is weird as well. It needed to be very flat and long going across the head, and then it needed to spike up. And then that was just the long and short of it. So I was really determined. I was just playing with his jawline and trying to get the roundness of the face correct. And I'm not even kidding. It really, really, really only came together at the end. And then his nose. Oh my God. How much am I going to struggle with noses? Both of their noses are so distinct. And I was like, damn it. So yeah, he's coming together now. You can sort of recognize Aziraphale within the face. I feel like it's not until I actually put the hair on that I'm like, oh yeah, there he is. Hello. With his clothes, I knew exactly what I was going to use from the very start, because every time I look at this suit, I think, oh, that's Aziraphale. Like, it doesn't have the bow tie. And the bow tie isn't plaid. But compromises, everybody, compromises. And he's just such a lovely man. And as for his personality, it was super easy. He's generous, he's good, he's... Actually, you know what? I actually stayed away from the good and evil traits within these two, because I don't think that either of them really fall into that category. I also made them not he, him. I also made them they, them, just because apparently within the canon of the universe of Good Omens, they don't really recognize gender, so they are they, them. And I did fiddle with the relationship tab just a little bit, in that I did make them romantic partners. Not married or anything like that, but they are romantic partners because, you know, I ship it so hard. Oh my God, the amount of fan fiction I've read upon these two, it's actually disgusting. I'm so sorry. I don't know why I'm like this, but they're my boys, they're my babies, and I love them so much. And I think I really did them justice. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you're having a lovely day. Like and subscribe, and bye-bye.